गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीवन। अभी हम थोड़ी देर में स्टार्ट करेंगे 12:10 तक। अभी सारे लोग आ जाएं तो उसके बाद हम स्टार्ट करेंगे।
कितनी बुक है आपके पास अभी? एक
Good afternoon everyone. Am I audible to everyone? Please, can anyone confirm?
Yes.
Okay, we are starting the session. I am Vinita Joshi, Counter Assistant from DTU Central Library. Warmly welcome to all the participants who are present there. And I want to thank you all for taking your valuable time to be us with us today. Today's session highlights a topic that is shaping the future of every field: artificial intelligence. AI is no longer just a technology, it is a powerful enabler that improves accuracy, reduces workload, and open new possibilities in library services and academic life. Now, I want to tell you a little brief about our institution, which is DTU, Delhi Technological University. Formerly Delhi College of Engineering, is one of India's premier engineering institution, consistent, consistently ranked within the top technical universities of India, known for its innovation, research culture, and academic excellence. DTU continues to nurture curiosity, creativity, and technological leadership among students, scholars, and professionals. Now, I want to welcome our librarian, Sir Dr. R.K. Shukla, and our Assistant Librarian, Ma'am, Dr. Lalita, to the session. And I kindly request our librarian, Sir, to address the participant. Sir, please address. Sir, are you there?
Sorry, आवाज आ रही?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
I'm here.
Yes, sir, please address the participants.
First, like to thank Dr. who has guided and which is very important on today's video when artificial intelligence is taking an impact in every field of life, especially in research and in the field really
Sorry, sir, your voice is
so I'm really thankful to
and also
not
break.
be the network.
सर अभी भी आवाज ब्रेक हो रही है.
प्रॉब्लम है ठीक नहीं
So now it's okay, sir.
okay. So I am seeing here Dr. Subhash Desmukh also and Dr. Siddiqui also, who are stalwarts in the field of librarianship. So before Dr. Sukhdev Singh takes the session, I will just like to brief very short about the DTU library. At DTU library, we are very much using this various AI tools for designing various bulletins and also in classifying and cataloging the books. We have large number of books here, which are in the print format and electronics format. And the software which we are using here, that is Koha and DSpace. In DSpace, if you go to the library publication play page, you will find that how we are designing our own various bulletins. And we have given them different names like Ediacta Nova, Novus Litera, and Sapientia, which are Latin names for various bulletins. You can see there how we are using the AI, especially the various designing softwares, and preparing those with the links to the OPEC. Uh, I only request you all To please see our DSpace and our working, go to our web page and see what services we are providing here. Now, without taking much time, I request Dr. Sukhdev Singh to please take the session. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Under guidance of our librarian, sir, and our assistant librarian, ma'am, Dr. Lilita, we organize several knowledge building activities for DTU students, faculty, and researchers. And now we are glad to share that we are extending such program to institutions and learners beyond DTU as well. Now, I want to welcome our speaker, and it is my honor to introduce today's speaker, Dr. Sukhdev Singh, sir, former Deputy Director General at NIC, Government of India, and one of the leading voices on AI in libraries. With over 30 years of experience, he has been a pioneer in medical informatics, created India's major platform like IndiaMed, MedIndia, and OpenMed at the rate NIC, and is actively guiding library professionals through his YouTube channel, Idea X Hub and its communities, Idea AI Ideas and AI and Libraries. He is a visionary who beautifully connects technology, librarianship, and AI. Sir, we are truly honored to have you with us today. Now, I request, sir, you to please begin the session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, and thanks for that wonderful introduction. It is my pleasure to be here to present today's topic. And during my presentation, you are requested to give reactions, which you will find in the form of emojis. If you sometimes hear that my voice is breaking or something you are not getting, then please press the thumbs down. Then I will understand that something is wrong. So please keep your mics at muted so it doesn't disturb. I hope gives a thumbs up if my voice is clear. Thank you. So my voice is clear. So let us start. So today's topic is that for research uh, workflow, how AI can be helpful and how can library support that workflow. So let us start. I will be sharing my slide. So here we go. This is what I would be covering. I will be just giving a brief about AI in research. Then we will look up how to design a research project. Then we will see into how the data can be collected and how it can be processed. Then thereafter, once the research is done, how to write it and how to publish it. That means how to communicate your research. And we will slightly talk about the ethics and the future of research. So first of all, in the foundation aspect, uh, so everybody knows what artificial intelligence is. It refers to simulation of human intelligence by the machines. And now, what is this generative AI? AI had been there since long. However, in the last few years, generative AI has been very popular, and this is the AI. This is the part of the AI which is making a major impact on the research these days, and it is very recent in form, and it started with the new type of models, AI models, which is known as the transformers model. And then it became very popular with the introduction of Chat GPT. And thereafter, number of other companies have also introduced number of LNMs. Now, what it is basically, this generative AI, uh, it is a sort of AI that can create the original content. The content could be in a text form, or it could be other media form like audio, video, and even the programming it can do. However, this large language model, we have to communicate with them. Of course, we will communicate with them in our natural speaking language, and we give instructions to these models. And this giving instructions to this model is known as the prompt. It is very important. Let us take an example of the prompt. uh, Say I am a university student who is unwell last week. Act as a professional email writer and write a formal email to my professor requesting an extension for a research project deadline. Be polite, be professional, limit the email to 150 words, and provide it in a draft format. So this is a example of an prompt which we give it to LLM. LLM here means like ChatGPT, Gemini, and so many others are there. So this is a why these prompts are required, because machines do understand uh, our language, but once we give in a proper instructions, it understands better and provides better results. So basically, we need to learn how we prompt these LLM in a very structured manner. There are so many frameworks are there. How we should be, what should be a good prompt to the LLM. I am talking about this because this is the starting point, and we will be taking it further to do the actual work. So I normally say that to be an effective prompt, it should have some core elements and it could have some optional elements. The core elements are goal, what we are going to do, what is the task description, what we want to get, and constraint, what should be the parameters or limits or format of the output. And the optional elements are, of course, these are very much important, is the context, that in what context we are asking the question. And we need to also give the LLM a role, the act something like that, some professional. And we can even give example. See, I want my in your output should be in this particular format. We will give an example, and it will provide us with it. It is a very big topic, so I have just introduced because we will be using these prompts in later part of my presentation. So this is what I was saying: the goal, the context, role, task, constraint, output, examples. Now, let me take a example of a prompt. The example prompt which I have given: I am a university student who was unwell and such and such. So here our goal is to write a formal email. The context is that you are a university student who recently fell ill. A role is we are that what we are asking the LLM to act as a professional email writer. The task description is clear. Write a formal email to professor asking a deadline extension for a research project, and mention that I was unwell. Constraints is that it should be polite, it should be professional, and it should not be more than 150 words. The output should be a formatted uh, email. So this is prompt, and this is how we should give or interact with our LLM to get a good result. Otherwise, if you put garbage, the garbage will come out. So now let us start with that, why AI is important to research and to the researchers. Now, you know what all research is. Research is basically the extension of existing knowledge. To extend the knowledge of existing knowledge, you will first have to find out what all is already there and what you need to extend it. Means you know first, what already exists, then you find gaps in that knowledge, and then you try to extend that. For that, you need to do number of activities, like you have to find, you have to read, you have to analyze, as well as synthesize large amount of information. For what? To know that what already exists in a particular topic of your research. Then you need to do the data collection, and you need to analyze it. Then you need to answer your research questions. Then ultimately, you need to communicate in the form of writing articles or dissertation or thesis. For that, you need to write it, you need to edit it, and ultimately you need to proofread, because there may be some problems which you need to correct them. Now, when it is very time consuming and tedious, and definitely it doesn't leave much time for your creativity in the and the concentration on the research topic. So there are a lot of overheads to this. Uh, Now, fortunately, AI is here, which will overcome such challenges. Let us see. So what AI can do is that it can search lot of research papers. Okay, and then it can also summarize lot of a bulk of papers which you have collected or information you have collected. And not only summarize, it can extract some key information, like you are looking for some particular population or sample sizes across, say, 100 of research papers. What was the optimal to find, or what is the optimal size of the sample size which is suitable for that type of a research. Okay, thereafter, while doing the data collection, it can provide you some insights which you never thought out. It may give you some results. Okay, and of course, during your writing also, it can detect your errors, spellings, and all those things are there. And as I have told you, you can generate even new ideas which you have never thought that your research can provide. So this way, AI is helping the researchers and is promoting the research. So basically, to sum up, it enhances your efficiency to do research, and it improves the accuracy and makes the discovery of new things, new ideas at a faster pace. And now let us see how a librarian can play a role uh, in using this AI by the researchers. First of all, librarians can learn the art of prompting, because researcher may not have that much of time to actually practice how to interact with the your LLM. LLM here means all your chat GTP sort of tools. Okay. Uh, you may be saying that no, it is very easy. If I put something, one sentence, it ultimately and immediately gives some response. Okay, but that is not a professional way of doing it. I remember when I joined this Indian Medler Center, uh, where we used to retrieve uh, information for doctors. There, uh, as and when I joined, we were given the training. The training was how to formulate a search strategy. Means, if a query is there, how we were going to analyze it into some keywords, and how these keywords were connected, and what were the standard terms and all those things. So that was an art that we used to learn. But now, these days, we need to uh, learn a new type of art, that is effective prompting. And also, how responsibly we can use the artificial intelligence, because we will come to it at a later stage. There are some inbuilt problems with AI and these large language models, uh, which we need to use, and we used to use. That's why we need to be very careful how we are going to use it, once we know it, we can definitely help the researchers see these are the pitfalls. So be careful. Okay. And second thing is what we can do is that we can means make the researchers or researcher community aware what are the various risks of using AI, like plagiarism and hallucinated references. Means this is a problem with AI, this AI or large language model. I will come into slightly later on, that it provides you fake references. Those references or citations is actually doesn't exist. Okay. Now, with the knowledge of your librarianship as such and the experience, you have been, collecting some library collection, and you were evaluating the library collection. Means you had that critical ability to select some good authentic tools. Okay. Maybe in the form of reference tools you were doing it, or some databases you were doing it, or even the journals. You were selecting a good academic journals or reputed journals that you had the knowledge. In the same manner, you can now create the trusted tools for researchers, AI tools. There's about hundreds of AI tools which are available. So all sort of tools are there. From there, you need to select what tools are very much authentic, which provides the best answer for a particular situation. So this is what a role that you and the libraries can play. So now there are many tools which will help the researchers. Like you have Cite, you have connected papers, you have Dimensions AI. Then for writing and summarizing, you have ChatGTP, Cloud, Gemini. For others are this Word tool, Grammarly. There's so many tools are there. Even Illicit, Tableau AI, Assist. So here, the librarian's role is that you evaluate these tools and prepare some curated list, or even uh, uh, provide these tools. See, these tools offer some sort of free uh, service as well as the, but later on for actual professional service, these tools need to be they will be costing something. So librarians can even have these tools as a paid version for their users. Okay, and later on librarians can also have some users guidelines how to use these tools, and even ethical consideration, and have training resources how to train your researchers, your community. So there have been some case examples I have given these as references, but uh, in last year actually several academic librarians, they had a pilot project and for AI literacy for researchers. And it was a sort of a workshop, and it was basically to have to teach people the basics of AI and machine learning, demonstration of AI tools for literature review, and then there were group exercises identifying the hallucinated citations, means that the fake citations. And the result of this case study was that the faculty uh, appreciated the librarians' neutral role. The librarians always have a neutral role. They are not unlike say vendors. The vendors will have their uh, they will be biased towards their tools to giving only the positive things. But the librarians are neutral. They will uh, uh, sort of examine each and every tool, and they will also provide the ethical guidance from a neutral point of view, rather than what the vendors can do, or what vendors can train. So key takeaway from my this particular part of the session is that uh, generative AI is now reshaping research, and librarians are no longer just just seeing it. They are not bystanders. They are actually uh, playing an active role in creating the training and guiding the ethical use of AI, means the good use of AI. And they have established, or they can establish a trusted partnership, because researchers always trust the librarians. Okay. uh, so they can further build up this trusted partnership and make them use AI responsibly and effectively. So this is what the key takeaway. Now let's uh, move further. Let us see how research can be designed and how a literature review can be done with the help of AI tools. So let us plan our research with AI. And the every research have this standard research plan template, where you have the each organization may have slightly different sort of a template for research proposals which can be submitted, like title, introduction, objectives, literature review, methodology, ethical consideration. Consideration are very much important in the medical field. Timeline, resources and budget, expected outcomes, references, and then there are some optional sections as well in any research plan design. So now let us sort of uh, prepare a research plan with ChatGTP. Okay. Uh, for that, we will be using some prompts. Okay. So first of all, you can generate ideas and you can brainstorm for on a particular topic. And it is a excellent ChatGTP is an excellent brainstorming tool. Uh, Let us say you are interested in the social media and its impact uh, on various ends. So you can say issue a prompt like this: suggest research topics related to social media's effect on academic performance. So then ChatGTP will provide a list of relevant and researchable ideas to you, and thereafter you can pick or you can further explore some ideas. So once you have decided it, then you may ask something like that: write an introduction for a research plan on the on the effects of social media and university students' grades, means how this social media like Facebook and all the Twitter and all sort of things are there, how they're affecting the university students' grades. You issue this prompt. So what we are trying to do is that once we have selected our ideas, research topic ideas, then we pick one idea, then we start writing our a research proposal which we need to submit to our organization for doing a further research once it is approved. So we are planning a research proposal which need to be submitted and uh, be approved. So we issue a prompt like they write an introduction, the first part for a research plan on the effect of so and such thing. Okay, it will give you. Then you move to the objective part. So then you say suggest three research objectives for a study on social media and academic performance. Okay, it will give you further reply. Suggest a methodology. It it will give a methodology, and then you uh, have a timeline. Okay, for your research project. Say it may suggest something like that: 1 month for literature review, 2 to 3 months for data collection, month 4 for analysis and reporting. Then you may ask about the budget if you are in a research doing for a company, or even for your research grant also. You may ask suggest a budget for the research project involving 300 survey participants. It will definitely give you the ideas what you need to do, what type of budget you would be having. Then after that is done and your plan is ready, then you can uh, uh, check its grammar, spellings and all sort of things, and you can polish um, your research proposals. So this is how we can do by using our ChatGPT. But there are some tools are there. You simply it will guide you. You simply give a topic. It will write a complete research proposal for for to be submitted to her. One such tool is this videmac.net. What it does is that it shows like this thing. You sign up. It gives you some free credits. Okay. Then you say here it will show you proposal generator, and you select that, and it will give you all the parts which I have given you one by one. Now let us move to ahead. How we can do our research, literature review for our research with the use of AI. I am uh, bit fast because I have to cover a lot of things. You know why literature review matters? Because it is the foundation of all academic research. It helps to understand the scope of the knowledge as well as identifies the trends and research gaps. You can do it. And the promise of AI into this literature review is that it transforms literature review into a efficient process. Okay, it saves time and reduce stress on you, and you enjoy it uh, doing the literature review with the use of AI. Now, these are the phases of literature review. One is the planning and structuring your literature review part. Then your literature, you start doing the literature discovery. Then you organize and manage your sources, whatever you have collected. Then you start analyzing and synthesizing information there. Then you start writing your research literature review, and then you review and refine and submit it to your uh, whoever is the approving authority. Okay, maybe your guide, the research guide, whoever it is. So let us break it down how we are going to plan and how AI is going to help you out. First one is planning and structuring. Uh, Here, this is where you gives outline of your approach and establish the foundation. Then you have this here you define your research questions, consult your supervisor, use AI to generate a preliminary structure, set your search parameters, identify the core concepts, and here are the tools which can help you out in this a part of the literature review. One is the chat GTP, another one is the Notion, and Obsidian is another tool, and then Illicit. So, like for organizing, you can use Notion. It is a sort of a wiki type of a tool where you can keep on putting your things, and then later you can organize it. And Obsidian basically it builds knowledge map. Say, let us say you have collected so many papers, then how you can connect the papers in a very logical manner. Illicit helps you to refine your research questions and explore the understudies area using AI. Means it will help you to find the research gaps. Uh, Next phase is the your actual literature discovery. Means how do you find your articles and all those things which you need to review. Okay, here you start with a very broad searches. You use semantic search tools. Now semantic search tool. Earlier we used to put na keywords na this keyword and that keyword, or standard keywords, the mesh terms and all sorts of things, or such standard subject headings. Okay, then the computer we were using to match our concept through this keyword. But now that thing is gone. Now we have the semantic search tool. Means it understands the concept what we are looking for. Let us say we are looking for uh, cancer in women. Now this woman may spell this 5 6 characters, whatever it is, and but it means ladies, girls, uh, uh, all sort of things. Okay, nurse, all sorts of things, teachers, female teachers, all sort of. But the cementing mean is that a particular gender. So here the tools will once you put it there, and it will understand what you're looking for. It automatically uh, understand. This is what is the cementing search tools are there, and you explore visual mapping tools. There are a number of visual mapping tools are there, like Research Rabbit and all those things. Then you utilize AI-powered search engines. You may use open knowledge maps. These are all tools are there. These are these tools. Now you can start with the Google Scholar to have a broader search, and you get some fundamental papers over there. Then using those fundamental papers, you use tools like connected papers, litmap, or research rabbit. It will build a map on the your core papers, and the related paper will be shown as a map network of papers. Then consensus AI is there. It will tell you that on a particular topic, how many researchers agree on this aspect and how many oppose on that. Mostly it comes into medical science that this particular drug is beneficiary, or it is not beneficiary, or it is not uh, beneficiary. So that is there. It has a consensus meter also. It will show say 90% of the experts agree on a particular thing, and then there is a open knowledge maps are there. It is a it will give you the references which are openly accessible. So this is how the I was talking of the literature network is there, and this is consensus meter. Means on a particular topic, let us say, does social media affect uh, student performance? Yes, saying uh, from the literature itself, the experts saying yes this many times and no are saying this. This is a consensus meter. Anyway, next comes the organizing and managing our resources. Means whatever references we have collected, how we are going to organize it. We can use our folders and we can store our PDFs. We can employ AI tools like Paperpile. We can use AI tools to extract information from research papers. We can use tools like Paper Espresso or feature in the Open Read as a tool, and then we can take the even the take the advantage of the site. It is again a tool. These are some the tools are there. Of course, the first two tools, Mendeley and Zero, are not AI tools, but they are having some plugins where AI can be tools, but they are very much good tools for collecting your references, and you already know about this. Then there are paper files, open read, site, and this is a very useful tool known as the Google Notebook LM. You are already knowing it. What you can do, you can put n number of resources. You can put 30, 40 your PDF of your research articles, put some YouTube videos on that particular topic, or even some news articles, whatever it is. You dump it there and the resources, and then you can query your resources. Means it will give you, like you can give the prompt in chat gtp, you can give the prompt. Of course it can also give you wonderful audio as well as video summaries also, and number of things. It is a very useful tool. Please use it. The other tools are there for extracting information of from your pdf files. There are so many tools are there. You can use n number of tools, and I have listed all the free tools are there except the last one. So like OpenRead, if you use the tool OpenRead, and this is the paper, the first one, AI triple E is the paper. Then here on the right hand side, you can have the insights of the paper in the tool. So you need not read the complete paper, but just you need to have the insights of the paper. A side tool is that how many for a particular concept, whether literature supports that particular concept, or it opposes that concept. So now let's come to the next phase, that is you analyze and synthesize your information, whatever you have collected. And here it is. You can use AI to do it quickly. You can employ AI tools, identify knowledge gaps, use AI tools to compare different papers. Consider using this and Vivo use paper digest, which I have shown you already. These are the tools and these are their URLs. And then next comes the identifying the knowledge gap. So this is very much important, and this is the core of doing the your literature review. What it happens is that this is where uh, you first understand what all exists, and then you find out what doesn't exist, and what doesn't exist you're trying to do to fill that gap. And this is known as the filling up the research gap, or doing the your research and filling up that gap. This is what all research is all about. This is can be done by easily. If you read the limitation of future direction in the papers, you will know that these are the problems where you need to work upon. And there are some tools like illicit, I have told you. Like let us see if we see that impact of Facebook on academic performance in Delhi University. So it will, from the literature itself, whatever literature it can access, it will have sort of a summary of that literature, and it will tell you this. So this the such people had done this, such people had done this, and this is where there are some problems where you need to work it out. So tools do help. Then comes the writing and integration. Uh, you need to plan your literature review writing. You develop into section. Use AI writing tools. Write each section. Always need. This is important. Always verify AI generated content. Okay, and incorporate references. So this is how you do it. This tool I have shown you earlier also, Videmac. And if you go over here, it says AI article wizard. Means AI, you use that AI article wizard, and here you simply tell it, it will give you a your literature. Gen is another tool for writing, for research. It is called a research assistant. Another tool is there, and what it does, you give the introduction, it will start writing the introduction, then it will do the literature review, methodology, results, it will start doing that. And it will start, if you, it will ask you accept, try again, or shift, means you start writing this way. Okay. And you have, say, let us say you have tools like Zotero and Mendeley. uh, in your while you are writing in your word, you can pick up some some text which you need to cite. You simply select it, go to the Zotero, and you pick up the reference. Once it is done, it will give a put a citation over here, and then automatically put the reference at the end of the your article, whatever your write up, whatever it is. Then review and refine. That is the final step of literature review. You can here you need to be careful about your plagiarism and all those things. For the AI tools are available. You can use Turnitin, and there are other tools are also there. You can make your final adjustment, and you are done. Your literature review part is done. So these are some of the tools. So these tools basically you save time, and you keep your focus on what matters most, that is your research. The focus is on the research part, and all this overhead can be you can take assistance of AI tools. So this is what we have discussed, that AI actually accelerate research, question development, and literature discovery. And the risks are that the data itself can be biased. It will hallucinate and superficial analysis. Let me now elaborate on it. Basically, how this LLM are built. Uh, LLM uh, are machine learning tools are there. What they do, how they learn, basically, large amount of data is fed onto it. So, what is this data comes from? Data comes from basically what is all is available on the internet, and maybe a paid, maybe untrusted data is also there. Some trusted data is also there. So, as you know, on the internet, everything is available. Some are very good authentic sources, some are not. Okay. So, but it is the LLMs are trained on huge and every part of that internet. Okay. And one study had shown that uh, bulk of the LLMs are trained on the data which are actually opinions. Okay. Or social media opinions. Reddit, uh, something sort of tools where people uh, ask questions and get replies and all those things. Bulk of that uh, knowledge are coming from there. Means the training data is coming from there. So definitely it will have some bias. Means the data itself will have some biases. Like most of the data would be coming, say, Western countries. So it will have bias towards the Western countries. Okay. Then that is one aspect. Hallucination is that if LLM doesn't have a definite answer or definite information, it tries to cook it up and it feels very confident. It will say confident. It will lie very confidently. So that is hallucination. Means the things that doesn't exist, it will make up the things and tell you. And it may sometimes do the superficial analysis. So the problem lies how these machines have been taught or how they have learned. Anyway, with the coming times and all, if the trusted sources are fed into it, and a good LLM can be there. Here, the librarians can definitely help if they get a opportunity to design or to how to train the LLM with authentic sources, because librarians can always identify what are the authentic sources, and then they can feed only that those authentic sources to this machine so that they can learn and do less of have less of bias, or they do not hallucinate and do a depth analysis. Okay. So librarians can provide their expertise in information retrieval, methodology, and research ethics, and then train to the researcher community. Okay, so this is how the role of librarians and libraries is very much important in the whole scenario of research and how it is being carried out uh, in the wake of this artificial intelligence era. So effective prompting is very much important, and I rather say each and every librarian should actually have a training as well as expertise in uh, prompt. It is known as the prompt engineering, how you craft your prompt. Okay, so the better your prompt is, the better the output would be. It is like our own old search strategy. If we ask questions to our databases in a very systematic manner, the better the results would be. So this is important. Librarian's role is here is to learn first, prompt, then teach the researchers and help the researchers. Okay, do that way and teach the researchers that see these are the problems with the AI and this is how you can avoid it. Okay, next is I have told you this one that AI has uh, some limitation and how to overcome it. Okay, limitations, about AI, that many of these, paid journals, articles may not be uh, into this LLM. Okay, and not all journals are indexed. So that's why you may get some problems. Okay, while totally relying on AI, and you need to, a librarian's role could be that to teach the researchers that, hey, see, here are the risk and how to avoid that. Okay, this is a example. You can go there and write. Uh, Now, their libraries are introducing what is known as the hybrid research workflow, where AI is there for the efficiency and the librarian's expertise is there to correct whatever fault this AI can introduce. And this integrated approach can be very, very useful. And this, the outcome is that hybrid model ensures that the speed is there, rigor is there, both are there. So this is how the librarians can play an important role. This is a case study. If you want, you can go to this URL and read it further. And key takeaway, I have told you, do use AI, or tell the researchers use AI, and these are the tools that can do yeah, literature review in a very efficient manner. And this is how some of the limitation, which with the help of librarians' expertise, that can be overcome, and a sort of a hybrid model can be very, very essential for your researchers. Now, data-centric workflows means that how the data is collected and how AI can help it out. And you know, data collection itself is a very huge task, is there, but with the use of AI, it can be done in a better manner, and it doesn't. It saves a lot of your time and effort. So there's research data, it has exploded. It is everywhere these days. It is in the website, it is in the social media, it is in the journals. Of course, a bulk of journals are there. It is in the survey. You need to do survey. And then these days, even you can have research where you may have to analyze the images and videos, especially for this social science research, and those who are analyzing or researching on how this reels and all those things are coming up. They may need to have or may have to analyze your audio and videos. Manual data is very tedious, nearly impossible at this scale. The So, however, AI is helping in research data collection as well. So, what are these tools that make research smarter? Let us talk about this. First one is, let us see how the data can be extracted from the website itself. There are tools known as the web scraping tools are there. They can, you just giving command, they will and search n number of websites and extract useful data for your research. Given your parameters of research, it will extract that only data, of course, with the context that is there. There are number of such scraping tools are there. Some are paid, some are openly available, like Octopus, Dashboard, Python libraries are there. If you know Python language, or somebody you can may hire also, you can use some these libraries, Python libraries. Here, libraries means the code, the computer code, not our library. Okay, then there's another tool, PerSub is there. And for even for surveys and or interviews, there are research tools are there, like Quatrix, a Typeform, Survey Monkey, and you can even use your Google Forms also plus your AI tools like Gemini, your LLM, to create wonderful questionnaires and to analyze thereafter. So research also, involves collecting data from the document. Like so many documents could be there, like say census data or economic surveys type of data, or even in the journal articles, lot of data is there, and research could be to extract the relevant data from there itself. There are so many tools are there. Illicit I have talked about, semantic, Scholar API is there, okay, and Grobid, it extracts citation and metadata from PDF. Then this two very big tool from IBM Watson Discovery. It can find patterns in the document. Then let us talk about social media. There are so many tools are there. Brand Watch, Zoho Social, Node Excel. It can do that for conducting interview. So you conduct interview, you record them. However, it will consume lot of time to make sense of this interview. But there are tools that will uh, transcribe this uh, audio video and further analyze the qualitative data for you. Okay, there are so many tools are there, like Otter AI. Otter AI is also used. Say, as I'm talking in your in this webinar, you can use such tools. It will automatically record the session and then analyze it. What are the key insight? What was talked about? What was the this thing? Especially for meetings, also, what were the action points and what needs to be done? So many things can be done. Such tools are there. Even in Sonex also, it basically specializes in multilingual speech to text conversation, and transcriptor is also there. There are so many tools are there. Even your mm, LLM can, basically I have tested your perplexity. Okay, it is also very interesting tool. LLM, it can act. You give a audio, it will transcribe it word by word. Okay, there's so many tools, and then later on you tell that to analyze it. It will do the analyze it. Okay, so for doing this research on audio videos, there are some tools are there which makes it very very easy. These are some tools: Google Cloud Vision AI, OpenAI Whisper. This is for transcribing your speeches. AWS recognition, it is there. And then once you have done your data collection, then comes the data analysis and visualization. There are so many tools are there. First tool set of tools are there where the data you need to clean that data. There are so many tools are there like Trifecta, Open Refine, Data Robot, even R, Python, GitHub Copilots are there, which can be there. Then due to data visualization, it you can use AI tools to understand complex information. There are various tools are there: Tableau, Power BI, D3.js, so many other tools are there. Then you can have the predictive modeling also. From the data you have collected, you can predict some models or predictions can be made. There are so many tools are there like scikit-learn, TensorFlow. These are all Python libraries. Then Google Auto ML is there. And for qualitative data, means the data which is there in the text itself, there are so many tools are there. So AI not only crunch these numbers, it will also analyze the text. So many tools are there like NVivo, Atlas TI, DDoS. They are some. These were some earlier were some paid tools. These are some free and open source tools are also there. So for others, big data also. Okay, data is in now. What we have collected data, we have done sort of all sort of things. Now what to do? Next up in research comes actually interpreting the results and drawing meaningful insights. Okay, so there's a difference between interpretation and analysis. Analysis means just the you crunch the numbers, you test your models, and it tells you basically what happened. Now, interpretation is that it gives the meaning, whatever you have analyzed. Uh, Simply, it says why it matters, why such formula matters, why this analysis matters. So here, this is required in your articles or uh, in your district. So data analysis, you give some analyze data, make some graphs, and all those things are there. Interpreting data is basically you write paragraphs how does that this data or pattern matters, and how AI can help it can help in number of ways. There are so many tools are there. First, start from Chat GTP, Cloud, Gemini. You simply give your table and ask it what is the correlation, what does this data matters. It will start you interpreting the data. Okay. To do that, you can include your research question. See, this is my you can prompt like something like this. This was I was looking for the use of social media on the performance academic performance of the student, and I have collected the data. The data is given in the my Excel sheet, which is attached here with. Now, kindly uh, correlate uh, table this, maybe these numbers are there, the column numbers, these tables with this and interpret. Okay, it will start giving you what are the correlation, and you start writing it down. You try it, and it will do that. I do try. Once I do some survey, I analyze the data that way. Okay. Of course, there are some tools are there which will actually translate your tables. You know, your data is in the table. They will start writing the paragraphs, means start writing the your insights or interpreting your data. There are so many tools are there. Words means Quill, YO. Uh, Basically, these are very good tools for where you have bulk type of summaries are there, and these tools you can use in your method section. However, you need to double. Of course, you have to double check their accuracy. Next comes you make connections, whatever you have found, and how does what is your findings from your research, and how does it relate to the existing literature? Means how does it relates to the existing literature? Means uh, you need to map it out. Na? I have done this, results are this. However, such and such person have said this, this and this person has said this and this person has said this. How my uh, findings are relating to that. For that also, your AI tools does help, like Site AI, Elicit, and Research Rabbit will definitely help. I have told you earlier also. And sometimes this is important. Sometimes a situation may come where interpreting your results also mean that you're challenging your own assumptions. Say whatever hypothesis you have made, you had made some assumptions, but however the data is such, it is coming out that you need to challenge your own assumptions. Okay, so in that way, the AI turns into a your critical थिंकिंग पार्टनर, मतलब जिसको बोलते हैं ना नींद एक न्यारे राखिए. So it can AI can help as a your as a critic partner, means it will criticize whatever you have done, and so that you don't face further problems during your peer review of your whatever articles or dissertation or whatever it is done. So it can help you. There are some tips are there. You have to be very specific in the prompting. Need to give your context, your research goals, data details. However, you can't outsource your judgment to the AI. You have to explain yourself. Okay. So this is what we have done. There are so many AI applications for data collection. We understand their limitation and risk. What are the limitation risks? Copyright violations, pure quality of or biased data, incomplete metadata, means it doesn't it doesn't, the data from where it is coming, what it is, sometimes that may be missing. Now, what is the role of the librarian? First one is that to provide license data. So that data may be paid data. So what librarians can do, like they have been subscribing to the databases, like they have been subscribing to the costly journals, they may also now start buying the your licensed data set. Next, what they can do, teach documentation standards, means how this data has to be documented, from where it has come. Advice on the ethical collection of data. Ethical collection of data is very, very important during the research. If the research deals with the humans, whether it is a social sciences research or it is a medical research. In medical research, the ethics is so huge that you have national level ethical committee. So your research has to pass through that before your research can be done. Think of this, what is called as drug testing, what they call this, where your ethical committees like ICMR approves whether you can test these drugs on a group of human beings, human trials. Okay, so anyway, so librarians can advise to their researchers, if you are doing this, be careful. So in analyzing the data, librarians' role could be to have some workshops like R, Python, SPSS. These are some data analysis tools are there. Of course, AI is coming out into such tools now, and provide data repository for even librarians can have, you know, data repositories. Means data is collected by your institutions, resources, faculty. You can provide data repositories so that the data can be reused also, or some comparison can be done. For that, AI can definitely help. Librarians do have this expertise to tell what good AI tools are there or statistical tools are there which can be used. Okay, so these are there, and what AI-driven spreadsheet and all sort of assistants are there. Librarians can do that also. Data visualization with AI, I have told you, there are so many tools are there. Okay, there are some limitations where trainings can be offered by libraries. How uh, about data literacy and visual interpretation can be done. Curating trustworthy visualization tool, so means to collect a very good tool, visualization tool, even if they are paid, librarians can subscribe for their library so that their users can use that. So these are, fair principles are there. You already knows that the data should be findable, interpretable, accessible, and librarians do have the role to train the researchers on the fair data standards, provide institutional repository for storing and sharing data set, assist with DIOs and all those things, metadata, and what we have already been doing. Okay, without AI also. Writing and communication research, this aspect, let us talk about this also. Okay, of course, AI is being used for writing also, because if research doesn't make impact, it is not worthwhile to do the research. Writing is actually your bridge between your ideas and the real world. Okay, unless you communicate, it doesn't make any sense. And this is a sort of a standardized format which researchers use and journals use. The format, it starts with the introduction, methods, results and discussion, and for articles and all those things, this is the standard format. But all sort of, let me tell you, once an article is written, it needs to be disseminated in other formats also, maybe in social media, maybe in LinkedIn, and so many formats. Your research impact can be enhanced if you share your key findings of your research into various uh, research communities, maybe in sort of your social media account also. And writing is very, very difficult, especially to start with, and you can never keep your deadline otherwise. Okay. And here are two, the AI tools does make sense, and they will help you out to write and to organize it, and, to write your draft and then edit it. There are so many tools are there. You can start with your LLMs like ChatGTP, Gemini, Cloud. They are free. They are even in India now they are offering even their pro versions for free for 1 year. ChatGTP is free. Gemini for students is free. Cloud is not free, but it could be. Then you need to polish your writing, otherwise, your paper could be rejected or your researcher's paper could be rejected. So you can guide your researchers. You can use uh, such tools. Grammarly, I know very much it is being used by DTU, and they have a paid version for that. These are some tools. Grammarly, I have told you. Trinka is there. Quillbot, Wordtune is there. And then there are summarizing tools, science summary, TLDS, explain this paper. It is there for, and to make more of an impact of your research. Normally that you do in your conferences, where you make presentations, uh, there you can even use your infographics and visual abstracts. And for that you can use tools like very wonderful tools like Canva or Pisme or even beautiful AI. You can make beautiful presentations. Okay. Uh, for presentation, I myself also use AI to make my presentation to look better. And okay, these are some of the tools I do use. Canva, Visme is also there. Beautiful AI is there. I have not used it, but it is supposed to create beautiful uh, PPTs that you can use it. And Gamma is also good for creating your uh, PPT. Storm is another tool, AI tool is there. These are the chat GTP, and it can also make visuals and all those things. Those who are following my this WhatsApp channel, okay, AI for Lib, they will see now I have started using the visuals also along with the text. Those visuals are actually being created by the chat GTP and a very time saving manner. So Midjourney is another tool, but it is a paid one, but it is a very, very good tool. These tools basically used for the high level of artistic images. Okay, multilingual and inclusive communication these days there is no problem with the AI. So basically, your LLM doesn't understand any language. They have their own language. So whatever language you input your query, it will reply you in the same language because they doesn't store their data into any language. They have all their mathematical language, so it is very good. So you can translate, you can do so many things with your even with the chat GTP and all those things. Anyway, their specialized tools are there. Deep LL is there. Google Translate, everybody knows, and Chat GTP. I have talked to you. You say you put a query, you do this thing, that thing, and give me reply in Hindi. It will definitely give you a Hindi version of this thing. Social media and content sharing, where you can use this all sort of your social media like X, like your LinkedIn, even Facebook, and sort of things you can do. And even you can make videos. For that, AI tools are there. I also do make a lot of videos for YouTube for my channel. There also I use lot of, in fact, all of my YouTube uh, videos are using AI tools. Anyway, Jasper is there, and Canva is there, Chat GTP is there. So many other tools are there. Okay, This A-level labs is for audio, means you put a text, it will give you a good audio, and the result, your research becomes easier to share, more engaging, more likely to reach the people, and once it reaches the people, you definitely have the impact of your research in the form of citations which you are always looking for, or your researchers are always looking for. So overview, uh, AI does accelerate your writing. There is always a question of originality and authorship and integrity. Librarians as mentor, definitely. As gatekeepers, definitely can facilitate in AI adoption in academically acceptable manner. So this I have told you. This is just a repetition. Citation management, we have been doing it. Okay, risks are also there. There are some case studies you can see. Writing and communication. Now comes the ethics and feature. Uh, one thing is very clear, that whatever you do with AI, you are responsible, not your AI tool. Okay, so basically, this is AI is full of opportunities and it is full of risks are also there. So you must understand the AI limits. It doesn't have the true understanding. It simply uh, predicts patterns. Okay, uh, hallucination is a big problem. Training data is the, the means the real problem for this biases and all sort of problems. I have told you earlier also. And black box problem is that you never know how what happens with your machine, with your tools, what it does, how it does in this the things. You never know. Even the expert doesn't know how and why LLM gives such a reply, and why does it hallucinate? Means why does it cooks its own information? Okay, bias and fairness. I have told you. Transparency and explainability, these are the problems are there. Accountability and this, only the humans are responsible. Understand, only the humans, means for whatever you write with the AI, you are only responsible, not the AI. AI is only a tool. How you use the tool, it is your responsibility. Then there is the issue of privacy and confidentiality. And the AI misuse can be plagiarism, generating fake data, producing biased or harmful content. So that's why librarians have the role to play in the AI era for conducting research. So this is the underlying point. So I've told you in some, and there are so many organizations are there, so like UNESCO, and all these all these people, ICMR, COPE, SAGE, also this publishing house, UNESCO, and all those they have created some guidelines how AI can be used in research, and these are those guidelines I have listed down: ICMR, UNESCO, then Committee of Publication Ethics. They have it here. Sage Publishing, European Commission. So it is now the responsibility of the libraries and librarians to have knowledge of all these guidelines and tell the researchers, say, do this and in this particular manner if you're using AI. So that's why learning for librarians, learning AI for librarians, I understand it is very, very important. Very, very important. And these should be echoed to the highest academic authorities. Why and how librarians can play a role in research that is being conducted. Okay, there are some papers are there how best you can use AI in academic writing. Uh, if I sum up, you can use your AI in for grammar, checking clarity, flow. You can do for generating, but you cannot generate core ideas. Means you have to decide your own. This is a if the article I have shown you, you should go through this article. Okay, the link is here. Of course, the slides will be shared by your the webinar organizer. So you should go through that, and once you click over here, it should go to that particular article. You should read that article. How best can AI can be used? This is a table. I do agree some aspect of this table, but it is fine. So if I sum up, you need to validate everything that AI produces. You need to have critical mindset. AI output is not the final word. It is you who have to decide what is the final word. And you can use multiple AI generated version. Means the same prompt you can give to 3 or 4 LLM like ChatGTP, Perplexity, Gemini, or your Cloudy. You can use same, and then you can compare their output, and then you will understand. And sometimes you can act smart. What you can do, you can have output from one uh, LLM, say ChatGTP, and put that output into another LLM, say Grok. Okay, you say this is the output. I have written this output. You now criticize this output, so it will start criticizing. So there you will know what are the weak points of this particular things, and ultimately you can arrive at a conclusion that this is the right thing. You will know the right and wrong thing. Okay, so sometimes you can act smart also. Okay, then another issue is that if you have used AI, all instruction to the authors by big uh, publishing houses, they say disclose that you have used your AI. Okay, so you need to be honest. If you use AI, you need to disclose it and never pass it that AI generated text of your own. You tell that this I have used. So in the in the acknowledgement, you can say I have used the AI this Grammarly, let us say, for my spell checking and grammar checking. And in the methodology, you can use this way the data was collected, and this way AI tool was used to analyze this data and all those. You can uh, disclose it, no harm. Okay, you need to have the uphold the academic standard for originality, accuracy, and fairness. And the smart ethical use of AI starts from here. Do's and don'ts are there. Do's are there. AI you can use and refine your grammar. You can paraphrase your own writing. You can use for idea generation, not for idea replacement. Okay, there is a difference. Okay, always check the facts and citation number. Disclose AI use in your paper when required. Treat AI as your helper, not as a co-author. Okay, so don't use that. Uh, don't use AI to write your conclusion argument. Don't copy paste. Don't use citation provided without verifying them. Don't allow AI to write about your ethical or legal issues without proper expert review. Okay, don't start writing legal issues. Don't treat AI output as the final. This I have told you. Use AI wisely. Use it ethically. Uh, ethics is and AI is all about the future of research, and librarians' role is very much important. Librarians should offer training in AI ethics for their faculty as well as their scholars, ensure that complies with the all uh, whatever institutional uh, ethical consideration or norms are there, as well as if they are writing in a particular journal, then they should be told these are the where you need to disclose and all those things you have to do. Provide ethical guidance, I have told you, and plus ensure that the proper and authentic AI tools are If they are paid, they should be subscribed and provided to the user. I mean, like you have been providing your uh, journals and all sort of things are there. So I have told about this. AI is the future of scholarly communication, no doubt about it. Everybody is using it. Okay. If somebody says he's not used AI, it means he is lying. Okay. There are some case studies you can go through it. Now the key takeaway, there's ethics and the speed of AI. Okay. And librarians can help sort of that way they can mentor their researchers and to use, see, these are the good tools, these are available for you, and this is how you can use it, and this is here how you can be using them in an ethical manner. Now this is way to disclose it, and it is very good practice to disclose whatever you have been doing. So that is all about the future of science. It is human plus machine, and we are here as a librarian to teach, to make aware our researchers how best we can do it. Okay, thank you very much. So this is about me and my blogs and all sort of things. I understand about 40% of you are already with me in my this what we call we have a AI WhatsApp group is there. You are there. So now let me close it over here. If I will let the further be taken by the organizers if they have to have any question answer session or that. So here I sort of complete my presentation.
Thank you so much, sir, for your informative session. Now, I want to ask anybody has any doubt related to the PPT or the session. If anybody has, you can raise your hand.
Oh, you may even write in your chat if you have any. I'm looking of your chat. If there are any questions, you can type it over here. I can try to respond few of the things. So Garima Gaur has
Uh,
yes,
May I?
yes, yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, DTU, for organizing such a wonderful this session with sir. It is really insightful, sir. First of all, thank you for guiding us. So my queries, like somewhere you have already answered that. Do we need to give references of all those AI tools we are using during our research work? As you told that we can just mention them in our research methodology part, but suppose if we are using any AI tool for preparing our charts, tables, or statistical analysis, do we need to mention there and then in the chapterization part also?
See, the answer is that uh, if you have a particular journal or set of journals where you want to publish it, okay, then the author's instructions are there. They are very much clear that like one or two big publishers, they want this banner. Okay, number one, if you are simply using AI tools for your uh, spelling checking or your grammar checking, you acknowledge it. There's an acknowledgement section is there that I have taken help of this and that tool for writing and all those things. So writing means the grammar checking or all this. Okay. For this is if you in the acknowledgement it will come. Now, if you have used a AI tool for data analysis, okay, so definitely in the methodology, you will write your data, how the data has been collected and how it was analyzed or how the survey was done. All. If you use tool, then you specify like in your literature review, people do write that this is the database I've searched. Like in medicine, they will write, I have used the PubMed, and this was my search strategy. You write your search strategy completely. So there you write, and then you write in the methodology part. In the same manner, you use the AI. Let us say you use the AI to analyze a particular table. You write, I have used this AI tool to analyze this and this table, and this was my parameter, and this was my prompt. It is fairly good enough. Okay, you're disclosing. Okay, and plus, but you need to be but the overall guidance is their authors guidelines. Okay, if they so many authors sorry journals permit it. Okay, some may not permit it. Even your organization may or may not permit it. Okay, so this is one thing, and it depends from the discipline to discipline also. Okay, uh, so if you are used for collecting data and analyzing data, that you can refer in the methodology. So in the methodology, what you do, you have used this thing, you have do this, you have done the sample survey, you have how you have done the sample survey, that you write. And if you are using some method, that you write. And if you say I have used this tool to do this thing, to collect the data, let us say you have conducted 100 interviews in voicemail, recorded the voice. You can say I have recorded the interviews for 100 interviews, and with this particular tool, let us say Perplexity, I have fed this audio tapes to the Perplexity to do the transcription, and thereafter I have used that particular transcription to analyze it, and I have issued this particular uh, prompt. So this will come your entire methodology. No harm.
So one
This is
more
my way.
question.
Yeah.
Sorry. So one more question. Like we are having research in fourth year for undergraduates as per
Yeah.
NEP. So what are the guidelines for the student who are taking up the research projects? Because this part you have told that as such publication houses just give their guidelines for publication. But what about the college students? Because I am working in Delhi University College and
So
being a
Delhi
part of
University.
the
So Delhi University, your research manual or guide will help you out. So
okay.
if they will tell you what you can do and what cannot be done.
And this
So
is a
if
percentage of AI content reflecting in the plagiarism detection software. As such, there are no guidelines for such percentage, but
no, I think when I was there in DPU last time, they had their guidelines. DPU had their guidelines. This many. I think UGC also had AISPC also have.
AI
So
guidelines.
I think they have some 10% or something like that. I
So
think
that is the not AI guidelines, but they are having a slab of 10 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 and
similarity.
above
Yeah,
for AI.
yeah, AI. They have it.
Okay.
Some. I think it is 10% AI or something like that. But there are some ways. Ultimately, if you have AI content, there is a way you read it out and write in your own language.
Yes, yes.
So no harm. Okay,
Thank you so much, sir.
okay, you are welcome.
Anybody wants to ask any question?
I think is there any question in the chat?
Hello.
Yes, yes, yes,
Good afternoon, sir.
yes,
Sir, thank you so much for so nice presentation and explanation. Sir, I have two questions.
yes.
First one is which AI techniques are best suited for analyzing unstructured data like text, images, and audio?
In I think in my presentation, I have given the qualitative data analysis. No? Qualitative. So it analyzes the text and all those things are there. So you
Yes,
can
sir, but which is the best suited?
see now best suited. It depends upon what you have. If you have some money, okay, then basically you can go for paid tools are there. So many tools are there. But
Okay.
otherwise use your chat GTP, Cloud, Perplexity. Okay, you feed your data over there and say to analyze it. Try it out and let me know. I can also help you in some way.
Okay.
You can
Uh,
see
yes, sir.
what I do myself. Sometimes I ask feedbacks. Okay, in my this My group is there. So
Right, right.
then I put, I don't understand what they are. I simply collect it and put it into ChatGTP and tell it, please explain. It starts explaining that this is your weak point. You start doing this way. Then I do that. So in the research also, you can use the qualitative data, means textual data. You can analyze it properly with your large language model. Large language model means your ChatGTP, your Perplexity, and better use their paid version, the pro versions, which are now, at least in this day, Perplexity is free, pro is free if you are a Airtel user, even Gemini is free for students if you are a Geo sim user. And for India, this chat gtp is now free for
Okay,
1 year. 1 year. So I've been using it, so it is fine. So use those tools and put your
okay,
whatever text into files, you put into files and say upload the files and say upload these files.
okay. Thank you so much, sir. Can we get the recording of the session?
Recording, I don't. I think that you people will tell, but I can definitely share my slides, and uh, they can share it in the whatever WhatsApp group they have created for this session. Okay. Plus,
Yes.
I can share a document also, uh, which will be the basis of my this particular presentation. I can share that too. It is a textual document, PDF document. I can share that also. And they just
Okay,
after
sir.
completing my this thing, and if the organizers say, I will share the slides as well.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, we will be sharing the recording of
Thank
the
you, sir.
session
Yes.
Yeah,
on our,
it's great, ma'am.
but you will get that
Please share
at
recording.
YouTube channel DTU Center Library. You can
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
yes. Answer one more question is in the chat box. Dr. Santha Kumari asked, my question is why use of AI tool in research will affect the library profession and affect the quality of research in effect.
Say, if libraries don't help the researchers, the quality of research is definitely going to be affected in a very, very negative sense. So it is now the role of librarians, okay, not only to have the collection of resources, but actually teach the researchers, okay, this is how the AI should be used for research. In fact, the librarian has to play a catalyzing role, a sort of a catalyst role in how best the AI must be used. And the institution must place librarians in a central theme that see you are the gatekeeper, how the AI should be used in my organization by the researchers, because a researcher will not have a uh, definite expertise. Say if somebody is doing a research is there, he's involved in his own research. He may be using the tools, but he's using the tools maybe for 1 or 2 years, and he may not be expert in all sort of things. There are so many other issues are there: plagiarism, uh, ethics, uh, so many other the research guidelines. Only the librarians, with their experience, will know what way the research has to be done, under what guidelines, and what are the best tools, not the other tools. What are the best tools? Even librarian has to provide the, I have told you, license, good versions of the paid versions of the AI tools, uh, maybe pro versions or good versions. And then there are some tools are there which are actually expensive for the researchers to have and use it. So librarians now have the double role. One, to curate the library, the knowledge as such, which they have already been doing it, plus to create or to find out what are the best AI tools, and next, how to train them, their best uses, and under what circumstances it has to be done. and librarians now have their role has now doubled, not only to collect information, but rather how this information can be synthesized using AI. And librarians do have a number of jobs and roles to play in future. There could be now see what tools we are using it. Okay, these are cloud-based tools are there. Means something we put, it goes to the cloud and goes to the LLM, and then there the research privacy before publishing it could leak. Okay, now librarians and libraries can have their own hosted, their institutional LLMs. Means you can there are so many now open source LLMs are available like DeepSeek or from China that you can host in your own institution. Like in our previous DTU sessions, students were worried about, say, we are doing research and if we put into the chat GTP also, our data could be leaked and all those things. For that, there was some discussion that the DTU can have its own LLM, which is not connected to the internet, and then the data won't go beyond the organization, so that the privacy of the research before publication it is maintained. So librarians have to think in that way. They have to play some LLMs, local LLMs, and even specialized LLMs. For that, librarians have to train themselves to a very higher level. Okay, and engage software engineers who can do such work for them and have to learn how to use it and what are the issues involved. I think the librarian's role is going to be huge and huge. Of course, there could be other jobs like classification, cataloging, that could be done by which I will be talking tomorrow. That can be done through AI, but there also it will only help. The actually the approval has to be done by the technical staff or the librarian. How to do that? Whether the whatever AI output is there, there. Only thing is it will make the things easier, faster, and better. Okay, and the youngsters, they should learn AI. Earlier, they were asking, "Do you have any computer literacy?" Before in the interviews, and all the young people were getting asked, "Do you know the computer use? Do you know something like DBase or something like that?" At our time, they used to ask it. Or do you know your library management software, whatever it is? Do you know? Now they will start asking what is what is AI, how AI can be best be used, what are the ethics, and all these questions will come up. So youngsters have to prepare themselves. So I think that answers the question why AI for librarians is now become more important to learn and to teach and to help their researchers.
Anybody wants to ask any question, or we will end the session? Okay, again, I want to thank Mr. Sukhdev sir to give us an informative session. And I also want to thank all the participants for joining us today and patiently listening us. And we also want to invite you, everyone, to tomorrow for this for our next session for AI for library operation at 12 p.m. Same Google link is there, and we have pinned the details, registration link, and WhatsApp group link in the comment box. So please join the WhatsApp group for more details. And I request sir to send the PPT in the same group.
I will directly send or I send you.
So you can directly send. You are the
Okay,
admin, you can directly send.
okay, thank you.
Okay, now we will end the meeting.
In WhatsApp group, we are not able to join, madam. That we cannot copy that link from
Sir,
this inside.
you if you are copying, if you join from your mobile phone, you have to copy that link and then paste it. And
No,
you
actually, it is not copied. I tried that. It is not extracting that one. Like
Yeah, you can do is you give your number to the these people. Okay, admin of the. you WhatsApp them, they will add you directly. I
Okay,
think that is possible.
I'll type my number in this text.
I have written my number. You can share. You can send a hi to me, and I will join. Add you to the group.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
tomorrow's session will be very, very important. There, I will be try to demonstrate actually uses of some AI tools, and that I think will be more important than today's. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for
Only one.
to all participants for participating.
Okay.
Now
Thank you very much. Thank you.
session is over,
28554.
and now everyone can leave.
Okay.
Madam, what?
I, somebody is trying to. Uh, okay. Anyways, let us talk tomorrow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Thank you.
thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.